Hello everybody, and welcome to a War of the Spark ranked draft here on the channel. Before I dive in, I do want to remind you that if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to get updates whenever I post new content. If you do subscribe to the channel, you have access to the special community tab where I'll post polls asking for data and which formats you want to see. So if you want to have access to that, if you want to support the channel and help us grow and thrive, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions at all, be sure to leave those in the comment section down below. And finally, I do want to let you know that if you want to support the channel even further and get access to exclusive rewards, be sure to check out my Patreon over at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. We have several people in there already. I started it last week, so I'm really happy with how it's going so far. And each and every person that supports me over there, thank you so much. But without further ado, let's dive into the draft. We are doing a ranked draft, just a little bit of a change of pace, and we opened a fine rare here. Domri is the type of card that you can really go all in on. If you play this on turn 3, you're just going to win the game a lot of the time, and the rest of the pack is relatively weak. In the common slot, I think the best common is probably either Honor the God Pharaoh or Thunder Drake. I'm not really a huge fan of taking the Divine Arrow. I think my second pick out of this pack is just Dreadhorde Twins. Dreadhorde Twins is a pretty solid card, but we're just going to take the Domri. It's high enough upside that it's worth taking over a relatively weak uncommon in Dreadhorde Twins, even though, yeah, Dreadhorde Twins is alright. So Domri is the first pick. That wasn't a really tricky one. And, ooh, we can follow it up with another Planeswalker, Jiang Yanggu. I wouldn't mind doing that. There's also a Spark Harvest, but when you have one 3-mana Planeswalker, getting a second one really does help you out because it leads you to prioritize the cards that are good with one Planeswalker, and then we get a second one, then they're both going to be pretty good. So I think we're just going to take the Jiang Yanggu here. It is in the same color as the Domri, and overall seems pretty good. Spark Harvest is another good card in this pack. Probably my second pick, and then I'd probably take a third out of this pack. I'd take a Burning Griffin. I'm not a huge fan of Grateful Apparition. I don't like drafting in the white decks, and you can generally avoid them pretty easily if you just take the strong cards in other colors when you see them. So we're just going to take the Jiang Yanggu. And now we can take a band together, keep us in this green deck, and hopefully find red cards to go with this Domri. That seems good to me. This pack is this draft has not been super complex so far. I'm not a fan of Teo, not a fan of Heartwarming Redemption. There's another God Pharaoh statue, but that card's not very good unless you have a Karn. And then you just put this in your sideboard and you can get it with Karn. Don't love the Vivian's Grizzly, 2 mana, 2/3, and the activated ability doesn't work out all that often. You'll draw like half a card, maybe less than half a card on average, and that's just not that good. We'll take the band together, though. That's probably just the best card in the pack anyway. And another Planeswalker. What is this madness? Or we could just take a Pollenbright Druid, which works really well with Jiang Yanggu, and it can proliferate, can work with Domri. Cure is not really a card for a red-green deck necessarily. It works better in... Actually, maybe it is great in a red-green deck. It's good in rampy decks. I'm not sure this deck is really looking to ramp, because Jiang Yanggu and Domri both kind of reward you for like kind of going a little bit aggro early. I kind of want to take the Pollenbright Druid or maybe the Chandler's Pyrohelix to protect them. Probably the Pollenbright Druid. I have not been impressed with the Pyrohelix. It just doesn't kill a ton of relevant cards. The best card in this pack is definitely the Callous Dismissal, but I think taking the Pollenbright Druid is just going to be the play here. You need to get 2 drops, and the proliferation can be good, especially with Jiang Yanggu. And we see another Jiang Yanggu. The more Jiangs, the merrier. This is probably the most Jiang Yangus in the history of draft, and we will probably just take the Jiang Yanggu here. I just want to make sure I'm in the camera. Perfect. Oh yeah, we're just going to take this Jiang Yanggu over a Snare Spinner. I wouldn't mind a Snare Spinner. It works well with the Domri and the Jiang Yanggu we already have, but getting multiple Jiang Yangus is a pretty nice little reward for the deck we're in. A Force Landing might be a main deckable card in Best of 1, just because Force Landing just completely dominates the Flyers, and a lot of the times Flyers are a problem. Invading Manticore is not a card I'm a huge fan of, so we'll just take a Force Landing. We also could just move out of red. We'll take a Guild Globe, though. Guild Globe is pretty solid. I don't love Storm the Citadel. Not a fan. It just doesn't do like enough. If it gave like +2, 3/3, it would be great. But +2/2, we don't really have a ton of creatures anyway, so we're just gonna take the Guild Globe. Maybe it'll help us splash something. And now another Pollenbright Druid works well with the Jiang Yangus and Domri we already have, so pretty happy to get that. Looks like this deck that we were drafting is relatively open. Maybe we take a Devouring Helion and try to mise some wins, but hopefully not have to do that. We're not going to main deck more than 1 Force Landing, though, so I guess we will take it. Primordial Worm, Blind Blast, not a fan of either of those cards. I guess we'll just take the uncommon for our collection. Now Grim Initiate. Not going to main deck it, but I guess we'll take the Return to Nature. Okay, so the first pack was relatively straightforward. Wow. What? Oh, it's not in our colors at all, so we can't take it. Hello, darkness, my old friend. We're trying to play red-green, but we could just play green, whatever. I I guess we could just triple splash the NicolaiBolas, but that doesn't seem very good because our deck is kind of more proactive right now. Because we have a Guild Glow, we have Jiang Yanggu, which really wants to be proactive a lot of the time. I think we could just take a Raging Crunch here. That could be defensible. Though Dreadhorde Twins is nice with the Jiang Yanggu and the Domri, because Domri double pumps it and it provides 2 blockers for a Jiang Yanggu. So I kind of just want to take the Dreadhorde Twins here. That seems solid enough to me. Mowu! The Loyal Companion is going to be so broken in this deck. Jiang Yanggu, minus on the Mowu, minus on the Mowu. GG. Proliferate on a Mowu. Oh, yes. We're slamming Mowu here. I've never had a great Mowu deck, and I've always wanted one. And this is my chance. This is my chance to draft Mowu. 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 More wolves. More creatures. I love it. Giant growth onto Mowu? I don't think so. I think we'll just take a Arlen's Wolf, get more creatures into this deck. Crawl Stinger's okay, but I think the evasion of Arlen's Wolf is pretty nice. New Horizons not really what we want. We already have 2 Jiang Yanggus, which already kind of do that similar effect. And we do want creatures, even though we'd rather have 2 drops than 3 drops. Wow, another great uncommon. We're definitely just taking this Tibalt here. It's better than every common. And Band of Bond of Flourishing is just like not really great. Now, in this pack, we could take an Interplanar Beacon because we do have 4 Planeswalkers, but I don't think that's really where we want to be. I think we'd rather just take the Prismite. We might need a 2-drop. And getting 2 drops is okay. And I don't think we'll have to play it though. Let's take the Manticore. Maybe we want a big 6-drop finisher. And Burning Prophet is perfect in this deck. It works really well. 2-drop into 3-drop Planeswalker is unbelievable. So just taking that. This draft has been pretty straightforward so far. I'm pretty happy with how it's going. Not a fan of the Assault team. We already have an Initiate we're not playing, but I guess we'll just take the Assault team. Really hoping we don't have to play that one. And now we can get an Honor the God Pharaoh. It's just nice to not help you not flat out in best of 1. On-Crop Invader works well with the counters, but I don't think we want to prioritize that. We'll probably see one a little bit later. And now we can get a New Horizons if we do want to ramp up to something. We can maybe do that. We already have a 6-drop, so we don't need to take the Worm. Another Honor the God Pharaoh, definitely a card that we're fine playing. Yeah, maybe we'll want the 2-drop. Okay, what do we got? Ooh, oh my gosh. Bioessence Hydra. We have... those aren't really high loyalty Planeswalkers is the problem. Dang, Tibalt is kind of high loyalty. So that card's good, but we would have to splash blue for it, which we could probably do off of the Jiang and the Guild Globe and the... Do we see any other fixing? I guess this is kind of fixing, but we wouldn't really want to run that. Or we could just take a Vraska. I think Vraska is just going to be the pick. It's just such a good card. And it's a green card, so we don't have to do extra effort to play it. Wow, Awakening of Vitu-Ghazi is also disgustingly powerful. This is just a broken rare and should not be passed ever. I guess the person's just not green. Or bot or whatever. So we'll just take that over New Horizons and Spellgorger. Though Spellgorger would probably be good in this deck. Wow, Super Friends in red-green. Back-to-back Super Friends decks here. This card is just going to be great as well. Yeah, our deck is disgustingly powerful, and we can't even lose, ever.
Monsters.
And now another Burning Prophet, the perfect card for the deck. We don't want Huatley, that's for sure. We don't want Gateway Plaza. We don't really want a 3rd copy of this. Steady Aim could be an okay card to help us with flyers, but I don't really want that. We'll just take an uncommon and just not do anything with it. No, we don't need Davriel. We'll just take the only card in our colors. Courage in Crisis. This card actually could have a home in this deck because we have a decent amount of +1/+1 counters, synergies, and some Planeswalkers. So let's take that and try playing it for the first time ever. New Horizons not really what I'm looking for. Ward Scale. I guess we'll take it. Maybe we'll need another creature. The uncommon, build the collection. Always take the uncommons just because they help your collection grow. Ooh, Blind Blast. We probably won't play that because it's pretty bad because it doesn't kill anything relevant. But you never know. Okay, we'll probably end up playing this Honor the God Pharaoh. I don't want to play Prismite. I have 4 2-drops already that are just better than that. Guild Globe's going to be fine though for getting my double-colored cards. I don't mind playing a Guild Globe. I want to play Blind Blast. Force Landing is probably fine in the main deck as 1 copy. We need 1 more playable. Huh. I guess we'll play Prismite. We'll play the Ward Scale Crocodile. Turned out he came out handy. If we get enough counters onto him, he could actually be a threat. So, this is our deck. What's our... I didn't even check our mana ratio. This deck is really good. And we want to look at... want to change our card back, of course. So we're cool like that. And then we'll check 13, 10, and yep, we have more forests. Bam! Pretty chill draft. Not a ton of difficult decisions, but, you know, sometimes drafts go like that and you just got to go with the flow. We did take the Dom, repack one, pick one, and then it kind of worked out. Cooling off. My headset's a little bit warm. Wow. This is the dream. Jeez, my opponent's literally, like, so in trouble. Let's just start getting this guy going.
I'm crazy. Busting heads is my bread and butter.
And then we can get our Vrask out next turn.
Pirates and I get along because we're both
Come and destroy.
Okay, no attacks. We just want to keep our planeswalkers safe and sound. Next turn we can go Jiang Yanggu, Encouraging Crisis, and just end the game. Because for all purposes, that will end the game. Because that'll add a counter to our planeswalkers. We'll have an extra counter onto our creatures. Block there. The Death Touch is more valuable. We have 3 6 mana. Oh, I really messed that up. Oh, never mind. I didn't mess that up at all. Yeah, we'll keep that on top.
fighting here is more fun than in the Undercity.
Share in my strength. Have at it, boys.
Okie doke.
Of room to store my trophies.
I've lived with animals my entire life. Explains a lot, actually.
I guess I should have attacked. I messed it up. I thought I would be able to tap. Oh yeah, they have to tap.
Teamwork.
Yeah, I should have hit him for another 3. Probably the best Courage and Crisis of all time coming up right now, though. Can add 1. Jeez, so much power. Aw, I didn't even get to cast it! Sad day. Boom, we're in gold. Yay! That's a classic Hello Darkness, my old friend moment. Like, you know that famous song? It goes like, Hello Darkness, my old friend. It's like a very big meme on YouTube, I think. I'm gonna get some water with ice because it's very hot here. Perfect timing. Another excellent hand. Awakening of Vitu Gazi. They mulliganed. Sad day. Now all I need is one of my 3-mana planeswalkers and I'll win. I'm not super worried about winning regardless, but you know. Oh my gosh. The turn 2 Banehound! Too good! So much better than the turn 1 Banehound. That's another fine option, just drawing a creature to help me curve out. Sadly, I'm not going to be pumping up the Banehound today. With my strictly better Iron Shell Beetle. If you click this thing enough, it falls apart. Kind of a fun piece of tech. Look, it's about to collapse. Boom. And then if you... Okay, if you click this, it turns on the signal light. Okay, we will block. You got me. Build your own 2/2 lifelinker. Yeah, this game is so over, it's not even funny. Aww. Well, Vitu Gazi is not as good against the Death Toucher, I must say. Well... Vraska kind of dominates Challenger Troll. Oh, that worked out beautifully. Let's just kill this thing. Could like play the ward scale, but I like just keeping the board clear. And then next turn we can play Awakening of Vitu Gazi as a 10-powered creature because of the Domri. I swear if they use a Spark Harvest on this wolf, that would be the funniest thing.
I am your greatest fear.
Yeah, I'm not good at eat ice cubes. I've been trying to get better about doing that. When it's hot out, I sometimes do silly things like that. Of that nature, you know how it is. Eating ice cubes, just one of those bad habits. I don't actually eat them. Like, I just kind of suck on the ice cubes. Cesarkeo. I'm sending out the help signal so my opponent can have help. Oh goodness. That's an oopsies moment. Yikes.
Nothing disgusts me more than law and order.
Let's just go all out. Nice. No, my Tybalt.
Never seen water burn?
Yeah, we have lethal.
The only
9, 10, 11, 12 after we lose our Domri.
your head.
Are the many.
Boom! Sweet, sweet victory. This deck is like one of the best decks I've had in the entire format, I think. So many planeswalkers. And just like V2 Gazi is just a stupid rare too. Von Lipwig, prepare to meet your doom. We'll keep this 7. We got our Mowu, we got a Guild Globe to fix our mana a little bit. Opponent Mulligan, no! Hopefully this Forced Landing is live. I've never actually tried main decking it before, but it seems like it could be legit. Of course, we're against a green deck, but you never know. They could be playing a Saheeli's, whatever it's called, Silverwing. Sorry about that. Snare Spinner, no! Well, this has been a catastrophic draw, I must say. Not the greatest draw I've ever had. Maybe they'll just miss their next land drop and we'll win. Oh dear. We're just going to play the Mowu so there's something to protect the Tybalt. Also gives me a lot of upside if I do draw a card that lets me put counters on it. Definitely not attacking. We're going to look for Jiang Yanggu next turn. Oh, yes! We're just going to do that now to be mana efficient. I never doubted it for an instant. I always knew you'd come through for me, Jiang. So now he's a 5/5. Oh my gosh. This is unreal. Whew! Whew! The awakening of Vitugazi is coming. Jiang and Mowu together at last. What? No! The synergy! He kills my planeswalkers before I play my 5 mana 9/9 haste on him. The sadness. That was fun. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I'm gonna hold this land in case I want to discard it to the Honor the God Pharaoh, which is pretty likely. I would say. Bloom Hulk, you say? We will jump. Actually, this is actually kind of sweet. If he does it wrong, then we get to kill the Evolution Sage. Nice. Zapped him down. Trading Mowu for a 4/4 doesn't sound great, so we'll just attack him for 9. Nice. Yes! Mowu! 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 The chant continues into eternity. Wow, that force landing completely wrecked my opponent. The main decked force landing coming in clutch. This is the fastest I've ever seen ice melt. It just melts so quickly. It's like 95 degrees here. I'm just checking the temperature. Oh, no, it's 103 degrees here. Gosh darn it, it's so hot. Ugh. No wonder the ice is melting so quickly. This is just some casual destruction. Like these games are not even remotely close. Our deck is so powerful that we can afford to mulligan this hand and look for a hand that's actually playable. Because we don't want to just get stuck on 2 lands and lose, because that's just a pathetic excuse for losing. Our deck is just so good that there's no reason to ever lose with it. Cruel Celebrant is not a particularly good limited card. 2 mana 1/2 that's hard to cast. Just not great. Okay, that's actually funny. We're gonna play the Dreadhorde Twins, I think, first to protect the. Vraska's pretty. Oh, we can't cast Vraska. Right. We don't even have an option. Double Cruel Celebrant is kind of annoying, just how much life it'll gain my opponent, but also this is like minorly irritating. Let's just attack with everything. Start getting those things gone. Sure. I just need a forest. Just play like whatever the 5 mana 3/4 Enforcer Griffin. Play that. I don't have Forest Landing. Why would I have Forest Landing? Jeez, he killed my 2/2. Booyah. Okay, we're winning the race. We have Forest Landing for if he plays a flyer, and there's actually some flyers in white and black, so he might play one. And we now have Vraska.
my handiwork.
Sure, sure. Looks like white is one of his main colors, too. Well, well, well.
I'm an artist when it comes to murder.
We'll trade this for a 2-2. I mean, he's gonna trade for it anyway, probably, in the end. They let it grow. That's good for me.
Killing, but I don't always enjoy it.
I don't like how they auto-tap and don't leave both colors open for no reason. We have another Honor the God Pharaoh, so we're not gonna play this land. What is with these makeshift battalions? Why do people love them so much? This will probably trade with this now, I'm going to assume. Yeah. Yep. Getting rid of Cruel Celebrant is good, though. We have a lot of powerful spells to draw, and, yeah. Johnny, that's annoying. Incredibly annoying.
Light shall always conquer darkness.
Yeah, we'll trade this off. This guy gives all his dudes vigilance. Yikes. I'm looking for a V2 Ghazi. So forced landing was useless this game, but it was good the game before. So you win some, you lose some. Looks like white is the main color, so we might still have flyers.
We were not destined to fight.
If they attack Vraska, it's just kind of bizarre. Yeah. That's what I expected.
Welcome to my simp. My friend is here to help your pain.
Opponent cannot gain life, so his Ajani is useless. Get wrecked.
Now do you see the benefits of peace?
We are going to chump block this and ping the Ajani because we don't want the Ajani to be able to -2 a lot, and also we don't want to take 5. We need a V2 Ghazi probably. I mean, that's how you lose these types of games, is by drawing
Messy.
all land. So we have 11 lands, our opponent has 7, and we're still in the game. Which is kind of weird. Usually you're not in the game in this type of situation.
Now do you see the benefits of peace?
Block. Shoot his 1/1. Gosh darn it. And they called him King of the Spells. Unfortunate, but you know, it happens. It happens. Oh, man. I cannot believe it's over 100 degrees. Huh. Aiden. Dad gave me this. We can drive down later. Oh man, on the draw. So many good cards, but we're gonna mulligan. This hand's much better. Perfect. It's just you'd rather have a chance at a game rather than like a shot where you'll just miss your land and lose. Especially when your deck has as many broken rares as mine. And uncommons. Let's go Tibalt. We'll keep that on top so we can cast Dreadhorde Twins next turn.
Play nice, they said. Imbeciles.
This Courage and Crisis is going to be great.
Oh, they're so cute.
Centaur, a Nurturer. It does not gain life. Makes me happy.
I adore an audience.
Next turn, the Courage and Crisis on the Dreadhorde Twins. Play a flyer, opponent. It can't possibly go wrong. Don't really want that. I will minus this. That gives us a nice attack with the
My assistants are painful.
Burning Prophet. Honor the Godfair can get rid of our forced landing. We will proliferate. Get 2 counters for the price of 1. We'll attack with both too, because if they trade the Centaur Nurturer for our guy, then we end up with good attacks with all our 1/1s. Sad day. Hello, darkness, my old friend. That thing was kind of annoying in the end. Oh no. Hexproof. I need a Jiang Yanggu. This is not going as well as I would hope. Not ideal, shall we say. Since these things can't ping it because of the Gleaming Overseer, we're in a little bit of a pickle. Now that was a heck of a draw. Starting next turn, my opponent's going to be wrecked. They're in chump block mode for the rest of the game here with this thing bearing down on them. So we sacrifice 1 Token. No, 2 tokens. Come on, no! Oh man, we lose. Wow, this is so brutal. We are losing with this fantastic deck. What can we change to not lose like that? Literally nothing. We already have 2 Honor the God Pharaohs to help us with flooding. We just flooded a little bit 2 games in a row. It's okay. Our deck is still fantastic. Whew, it is hot, hot, hot. Okay, Jose. Prepare to meet your doom. Yes. Yes. Jiang and Mowu together. The dream team, as they are called by many. We're going to start off with this wolf. And hopefully draw a land to play Mowu, and then we can play Jiang. No! We're just trying to find lands. There's the forced landing. We'll risk the Gideon's or Divine Arrow. Thank goodness. Opponent just hold up a counter spell and we punish them to the max. Oh, you think your Krovod will save you? Unfortunately, Krovod cannot block Arlen's wolf! The wolf is the king. Get dominated, my friend. Next we'll play Jiang. And then Courage and Crisis. Opponent is holding up their counter spell again. Makes me just want to attack with this guy. That is unfortunate. Dang it. We will bait out their counterspell with our Crocodile. And they do not have a counterspell. Okay. That is what I like to hear. No Ugin, no Ugin. I don't know why Ugin's the card I'm afraid of. Being afraid of Ugin is a bit silly.
Come on, Mowu. Time to have you. We'll do this together.
Play this Angrath here. No attacks. And then next turn we can buff up this Mowu to truly impressive sizes. They'll have to kill this Jiang. And the Mowu will have menace unless they kill this Angrath.
geniuses.
Iron Bully. Okay. So I can be for 4, 10, 12. But then I maybe kill them. It's probably honestly worth it for them to go, but then I get it up to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think my 5/3 is more valuable, so we'll let that die.
I've learned a lot today.
Ram a new course free.
So if I put the counter on this thing, that's just going to be more effective overall, because then I have a diverse amount of threats. So this is, he has 4, 6, 7 power, so that doesn't do anything. That thing doesn't do anything attacking, so we'll just attack with those two. So he's going to triple block, so I can kill the Iron Bully and the Crowbot. That's fine. Oh, never mind. Oh, he can't triple block. Yeah. 8/6 for 4/7 is okay trade-ish, kind of.
My students are loyal and brilliant.
Maybe I should have gone all in on Mowu. Please no Wanderer's Strike. Mowu's a good boy. Okay, that's hilarious. It's a 7/7. And my opponent's at exactly 7. I think I'm fine trading off this 7/7 for a 6/7. Because then my 5/5 can start attacking. It's all about unlocking this attack. End the turn. I don't really feel favored in a long game because you could just draw like a Tammy's Epiphany and just win. Or a Callous Dismissal or something. I'm not going to kill that. 1/2 right now. This is a catastrophe. This guy has no fear. Oh, a little fear. Okay, now we will force landing this. Because every point matters. Come on. You got this. He's jumping. Perfect. Oh, come on. You got this. Come on, zombie army. I need you. Oh, no. I really wish we had saved our force landing. No! Just give me V2 Ghazi. It's all I need. No. 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 Our graveyard has 9 cards. Our battlefield has like 2 spells on it. We've drawn like 50-50. Oh gosh. We just need a couple more spells to close it out. V2 Ghazi would definitely do it. Band together would do it. No! No! Catastrophe! No! Why? Cruel world! Oh. We have to just chump attack so that we don't die to this plus this giving it flying. And then we still have V2 Ghazi as a potential out. V2 Ghazi. V2 Ghazi. Using our force landing may have been a bit too aggro. We did wait a long time. Oh no! Granted, my opponent did draw a lot of lands, but they also had this Kazmina and stuff. And oh man. We had to honor the God Pharaoh also, though. Oh gosh. Catastrophe. Oh, no. Wah, wah, wah. Well, that was kind of anticlimactic. We won our first 3, then we lost our last 3. Even though our deck was insane. Anyway, that is going to do it for this draft video. I hope you enjoyed it. It might not have been the most interesting draft, but I hope it shows you kind of how you can pick a card early, kind of stay in your lane, and figure out what to do from there. Also just how to draft red-green, what cards red-green cares about in this format, and how to build around a Jiang Yanggu. We did have a pretty epic Mowu a couple times, so that was fun. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, say hashtag epic Mowu in the comment section down below to let me know you made it all the way to the end. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. And I do want to give a big shout out to all of my patrons over on my Patreon page. Of course, the credit section features all patrons that are patrons at the $10 or more per month level. So thank you so much to all of them. And if you want to check out my Patreon to further support the channel and get access to exclusive rewards, be sure to check that out at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. There'll be a link in the description down below. But that is going to do it for this draft video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you next time.